If what once felt effortless now takes focus, you're not alone. Every night, millions of men close their eyes believing rest will restore them. But deep inside, something quiet begins to change. The body that once reacted with ease starts to hesitate. The connection between the mind and what makes a man feel alive begins to fade. Slowly, silently, without warning. But what if that loss wasn't permanent? What if a simple touch, a forgotten pressure point, could remind your body how to respond again? I'm Dr. Olivia Carter, a board-certified urologist, and tonight, I'll show you exactly where that spot is, and how 1 minute before bed can reawaken what time tried to take away. Because once you understand how this works, your mornings will never feel the same again. Most men believe what's fading is strength, but that's not what's really happening. The truth is simpler and more reversible than anyone ever told you. You see, firmness and confidence aren't powered only by hormones. They depend on tiny nerve pathways and microvessels buried deep beneath the skin. Pathways that tell your body when to open, expand, and send blood where it's needed most. But years of stress, tension, sitting, and shallow breathing make those signals weaker. Night after night, your brain tries to send the message, yet the body no longer hears it clearly. That's why even healthy men start to notice subtle changes. Slower response, lower sensitivity, less energy in the morning. It's not aging, it's disconnection. The good news? You can reconnect those signals. And it doesn't take supplements, machines, or months of therapy. It takes 1 minute before bed. And that minute begins right here, with a single point on your body most men have never even heard of. Before I show you exactly where it is, let's understand why it works. Deep inside the lower abdomen, just below the surface, lies a cluster of nerves that most people never think about. They sit quietly, connecting your brain to the muscles and blood vessels that control performance, sensitivity, and confidence. When you stimulate this area the right way, something remarkable happens. The nerves send a wave of relaxation through the pelvic region, releasing hidden tension you didn't even know you were holding. That single change allows blood to flow more freely, hormones to balance naturally, and oxygen to reach the very tissue that defines male vitality. And here's what's fascinating. Your body once did this on its own, every night automatically. But years of tight hips, stress, and poor posture have locked that response away. Tonight, you'll remind your body how to unlock it. In just a moment, I'll show you where that point is, and exactly how to press, rub, or circle it for 60 seconds before bed to restart the natural flow that built your confidence years ago. Because once you feel that shift, you'll understand this isn't about performance at all. It's about connection. The point I'm talking about sits just below your navel, about 2 inches down, slightly toward the left. It's small, but powerful. In traditional medicine, it's known as an energy center. In modern science, we recognize it as a dense network of nerves and microvessels that control the flow of blood and communication between your brain and the lower pelvic region. To activate it, place your fingers on that area and apply gentle circular pressure. Not hard, just firm enough to feel warmth begin to build beneath the skin. Breathe slowly while you do this. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. You might notice a subtle warmth spreading downward. That's blood flow returning. Continue for 60 seconds, then let your hand rest there for a moment as you breathe. This simple act, just 1 minute before bed, releases the muscle tension that restricts circulation, reawakens the nerve endings, and reminds your body what balance feels like again. It's not magic, it's physiology, restored. When you press this area, you're doing more than relaxing a muscle. You're triggering one of the most overlooked systems in the male body, the neurovascular loop. That loop connects your brain, your heart, and the small arteries responsible for circulation below the waist. By stimulating this point before bed, you activate a response in the vagus nerve, a powerful pathway that lowers stress, releases nitric oxide, and allows blood vessels to open naturally. Nitric oxide is the same compound your body produces during youth. It's what gives that spontaneous energy in the morning, that clear focus, and yes, that confidence. Over time, stress, lack of movement, and shallow breathing reduce nitric oxide levels dramatically. But the moment you apply pressure to this area, the body starts producing it again, instantly. That's why men who perform this simple ritual notice changes so quickly. Their body isn't learning something new, it's remembering something old. Because true male vitality isn't about adding chemicals or chasing supplements. It's about restoring communication between your brain and the parts of you that respond to it. Once that communication returns, everything else follows. When this connection returns, men tell me the difference is undeniable. They wake up lighter, more centered, with a calm strength they haven't felt in years. Their mornings begin with focus, not frustration. Their posture changes. Even their breathing feels easier, deeper. That's what happens when your body remembers balance. Blood moves without resistance, energy flows without effort, and the nervous system finally quiets enough to let confidence rise naturally. You'll notice it not just in the mirror, but in your mood, your patience, your presence. Because this isn't just about circulation or hormones. It's about feeling like yourself again, strong, capable, alive. And it all begins with 60 quiet seconds before you close your eyes. That's how fast your body responds when you give it what it's been waiting for. What you just learned tonight is only the beginning. Because once you restore blood flow and nerve connection, there's one more secret most men still overlook: the way you breathe before sleep. In my next video, I'll show you a simple 1-minute breathing method that multiplies the effects of this technique overnight. It's the missing link that turns restoration into transformation. Don't skip it. It's what completes the process your body just started tonight. This is Dr. Olivia Carter reminding you, strength isn't lost with age. It's only forgotten when you stop listening to your body. Each night you follow this process, you're not chasing youth. You're rebuilding connection. Confidence isn't something you take, it's something you remember. Start tonight. And tomorrow morning, feel what balance truly means.